Oh, hi, Blaze,
Oh, hey, Hanno.
and welcome to the fourth pot of Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
We're here, and this one we both
Love.
absolutely loved. It's amazing. So today
But
is the fourth pot
first,
of Christmas.
on the fourth pot of Christmas, what did your true love bring to you?
My true love gave to me Muppet speaking verse,
Ah,
specifically Gonzo playing Charles Dickens in The Muppet Christmas Carol.
a
This
brilliant
is
movie.
such a good movie. It was, and it's so much more emotional than I remember it being.
Yep.
It's I was watching this one and I was blown away by it. A, how well they did the story of Christmas Carol,
Yeah.
but also how they've managed to put the normal Muppet irreverence and self-awareness into it,
Yep.
but also have that heart and emotion.
You feel the feels.
You do feel the feels.
I mean, I will say a misstep where they hit an effect I don't think they were going for.
Oh
And
my
we
God.
discussed this earlier.
Yeah.
The Ghost of Christmas Past.
It's the creepiest thing.
Holy shit, that is nightmare fuel.
Because it's supposed to be effectively a baby, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, that's going to be replacing my sleep paralysis treatment.
That's it is. I had forgotten how weirdly off that is.
I'm sitting there going, they got these ghosts in the wrong order. That one should have been last.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, the last one is effectively death.
And yet, not as scary.
Not as scary as the floating ethereal baby. It was just, oh God. But no, this one is, so obviously it's a Muppet movie. And
Yes.
I mean, the Muppet movies are traditionally high quality.
Yeah, especially of that era.
Yep.
Like, some of the later ones.
Maybe not so much, yeah. But I mean, this was in the era of, this is post The Great Muppet Caper, Muppets Take Manhattan, the original The Muppets movie, pre-Muppets Treasure Island, I think it
I
was.
think so.
Yeah. And well before their revival in a movie I can't ever say enough good stuff about, which is just The Muppets. The Jason Segel created. I love that movie so much. But
But yeah. So this one is Michael Caine playing
Yep.
Ebeneezer Scrooge.
yeah, and can I say this is you normally have a fun fact about these movies. Michael Caine was interviewed about what it was like acting with puppets. He said, "I wasn't acting with puppets. I was acting with those characters." And that's
Yep.
why he gave such a great performance. Is he did not treat them like they were guys with hands up dolls' asses. He was acting with these characters.
Yeah, it's that meme you see that going around. It's why these two movies were the best movies was because Michael Caine treats the Muppets as fellow actors.
Yeah.
Tim Curry treats himself as a fellow Muppet.
That's right. That's a very good way of putting it. It's his performance is genuinely brilliant.
Yeah, this is a prestige actor
Yeah.
showing why he's a prestige actor.
It's so. I was literally watching it though. There's moments where because obviously those who don't know the premise of the normal A Christmas Carol, it is a man, a very selfish. The words "bar humbug" literally come from this character.
Yep.
I don't believe it's ever spoken within the actual book of A Christmas Carol. He might say humbug,
Sure.
but I don't believe bar humbug.
Yeah.
That's
I'm pretty sure
become.
it's just humbug.
It's just, yeah, and that's come from film adaptations and radio plays and that sort of thing. But he is incredibly selfish. He's lonely, but he wants to be. He's basically an asshole, a world-class asshole. He's a money lender, which in most literature is just the evil.
The evilest of professions.
Correct. He's no empathy. He's the sort of. There's a scene in this movie where he goes, we'll be sending out the eviction notices, and he hands Kermit, who's playing Bob Cratchit, a stack that's looks like 2 reams of paper. And he goes, "Oh, there's a lot today," because he just doesn't care.
Yep.
And he's a prick. And he learns.
These are to go out on Christmas Eve.
Yes.
For people to receive on Christmas Day.
Christmas Day, yeah. In a true dick move. He is visited by the ghosts of his former business partners, the
Marley Brothers.
Marley Brothers, played to perfection by Statler and Waldorf. I'm not saying the actors' names. I'm just saying the Muppets' names.
They are the Muppets.
Statler and Waldorf, it's perfect for the role. Like, I would almost say they went, hey, let's make another Muppet movie. What are we going to base it on? And someone went, imagine Statler and Waldorf as the Marley Brothers. And they went, let's just build it from there.
Yep.
Let's do that, all right? And he is told by them that he will be visited at the stroke of 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and 3 o'clock.
Yep.
On that night by the ghosts of Christmas past.
Well, he's told he'll be visited by 3 spirits.
3 spirits. So, but he's going to be visited by the ghost of Christmas past, the ghost of Christmas present, and the ghost of Christmas yet to come. That's right. As he is introduced to each, so the first one shows him kind of where his dickishness began.
Yeah, it shows him in Christmases throughout the years growing up.
And what it shows is his care for and love of money and of business got in the way of his happiness.
Yep.
And he starts to realise that.
One chance at true love.
Yes. And at friendships, basically. He focuses too much on it. As he's then visited by the ghost of Christmas present, where he learns through that lots of people are having a rough time of things.
Yep.
But also that the people he considered friends and family think he's a prick. He's starting to realise, I don't actually have anyone in my life that cares about me. We also get introduced, obviously, to one of the more heartbreaking characters in the film, Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim. Yep.
But that gets you. That gets you later on. And then the Ghost of Future Christmas Yet to Come is basically you die and no one cares.
Yep.
But also
you die, Tiny Tim dies.
Tiny Tim dies, and people are just despondent. But you have left no mark on this world other than people wanting your stuff is the whole thing. What's the quote? I would go to his funeral only if they're providing lunch. So, yeah. Fuck you, Ebeneezer Scrooge.
Yeah.
But when you're watching Michael Caine, this is the point. You're watching Michael Caine in this. His despair and depression at learning what a dick he's been his entire life, it builds.
Yeah.
Literally to the point of his breakdown by the end with the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come. Send me back, let me go back so that I can change my ways. And all of a sudden he literally becomes a different character.
Yep.
Amazingly.
An overnight transformation, which admittedly, if a bunch of ghosts came to me and started demanding I change my ways, I'd probably make some overnight transformations too.
There's a fair chance you would do that.
Yep.
Yeah. But like he literally, it's... I'd forgotten how brilliant this movie is. But it's even... So, you've got your traditional... your Muppets in there. So you've got... Like, it's actually being told by Gonzo, who is kind of playing Charles Dickens in a way.
Yes.
Telling the story. And he's got Rizzo the Rat with him, playing Rizzo the Rat, who's just there, pretty much.
Just hanging out.
And keeps questioning how Gonzo knows these things. And because this is what I love about the Muppets is how self-aware they are. It's I'm just using this as a framing device.
Yep.
it's the curse of the narrator. And you go, that reference. And we were just saying before we started recording this, one of the best self-aware moments is Sam the Eagle is playing the headmaster.
Yeah, when he goes with the Ghost of Christmas Past, Sam Eagle plays the headmaster who's giving a speech about how Scrooge is going to be great at business, and business is, the American way. And then Gonzo comes up and whispers in his ear, and he stops and goes, the British way. Because obviously it's set in Britain. But Sam Eagle is supposed to be the super patriotic
American. Yeah, that's it. But it's even then he kind of looks to camera and like, is that all right? It's so good. But it is. I really think it's the emotion in this one that really gets you. So it's the reveal of Tiny Tim's death it's kind of even breaks Scrooge more than it breaks his own death breaks him. Like it's kind of he's He doesn't even know this kid. He's met him through visions. That is the only way he knows anything about him. But it nearly kills him in that despair that he feels when he learns that child has died, and you probably could have done something about it.
Could have done a lot about it.
Yeah, that's right. You could have, because Tiny Tim is the son of Bob Cratchit, his employee, who he does not pay. He admits, I don't pay him enough. He pays him a pittance, so it's
Yep, and works him to the bone.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of the earlier scenes is Bob Cratchit asking for Christmas Day off.
That's right. Yeah.
And Scrooge only agrees to it because every other business is too foolish to not take Christmas Day off.
That's
so
right.
No business would get done anyway.
Yeah, correct. No, this is a genuinely wonderful movie. I almost wish we weren't doing short episodes because I could discuss this one at length.
I mean, add the Muppetverse to the next poll.
That's a really good idea. We have to do the Muppetverse because I'm a huge fan of the Muppets. I literally got for Christmas one year from my family the first 3 seasons on DVD, and I watched them in about 4 nights. And there is some weird shit in the early Muppets. Like, it's just, what's the song outside of the Rainbow Connection? What is the song the Muppets are most well known for? It's been used in a sunscreen commercial in Australia now.
Yep, I'm trying to think of it.
But
I've just stuck on Elmo's World.
I'm going to do the first bit. You'll be able to do the second. Mana mana.
No.
Yes. So
Yep.
that is just it's in like the first episode or one of the very early episodes, and it's just these weird things with long noses that do the do-do-do-doos and a weird normal Muppet monster going, nah. That is all it is. There is no subtext to it. But it's entertaining because Jim Henson and the Muppet Factory were just incredible. Yep. I mean, a testament to them. Sesame Street's still going. Another Jim Henson creation. So, look, it's, yeah. You
mentioned the older episodes. It is a thing that I would be interested to go back and watch all of them. Because I know there was that controversy when Sesame Street Old School came out.
Yeah.
And it was rated MA 15+.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's like, how does a kids show get a rating like that?
Yeah, very true. But no, anyway, specifically on this one, no, this one gets the absolute
seal of approval.
Seal of approval from both
Adding
of us.
to playlist.
Absolutely added to playlist. This
Added
isn't
to your
ultimate.
playlist twice.
Do you know what? Yeah, watch it first, and maybe not watch it last, but watch it nearly last as well. Have it on rotation.
Have it first, and then hit the shuffle through the rest of your playlist.
Yeah, pretty much.
If it plays back to back, that's fine.
That's okay. You'll actually be okay with that. It certainly helps if you are a fan of the Muppets, which I am, because there's conceits that you have to accept. You've got to accept that a frog and a pig are going to be married, and that they're not going to produce hybrid animals. They're going to produce female pigs and male frogs.
Yep.
I don't understand the science behind it. That's probably because there is no science behind it, because they're fucking Muppets.
It's Muppet science.
They're not quite mops and they're not quite puppets, to quote Homer Simpson. So it's, this is, I'd full recommend. Genre?
It's classical literature.
It is, yeah. It's a retelling of a classic story. I'm going to do this though. This one's, we're nearly at the sort of time limit we were setting ourselves. I learned this on QI, and this is directly related to Charles Dickens. So Charles Dickens wrote a few Christmas-related stories, right?
Yep.
The concept of a white Christmas in England is a thing that doesn't really exist. So they get very cold winters.
Yep.
But in London, which is where a lot of the stories are based, they don't often get snow at Christmas time. They do get it. It does happen. But it's not everything covered, blanketed snow. The reason that concept exists within the world is because of Charles Dickens' childhood. Wherefore, I believe it was 7 of the 8 years of his first, like from what he can remember, they had thick snow at Christmas time.
Yeah.
So in his mind, Christmas is snow. In America, obviously, in other parts of the world where it is very snowy at that time of year,
it just ties in very well.
Ties in very well that you happen to have White Christmas. It makes no fucking sense where we live.
Then you got us in Australia that have sweltering heat.
We're recording this from the driest state on the driest continent on the planet. We don't have White Christmases. We just have often 38 degree, I am sweating so much, but it's going to make me drink too much beer Christmases. So, no, that's my little fun fact about Charles Dickens. I find that very interesting. But so now we're going to call this one. Look, it's gone a little bit long, but this one we will go into this more than we do now. The Muppets, I'm going to make a priority. I'm doing that.
All right. So next episode is Gremlins.
Gremlins. Oh, did you rewatch this one?
Yep.
This is going to be a fun one to talk about.
Anyway, bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks again for listening to the fourth pot of Christmas. We hope you're enjoying these special episodes, but be sure to catch up with our ongoing series regarding the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Find us on the socials at Facebook, Instagram, X and TikTok, or catch up with our episodes on Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeart and Audible. From Blaze and Heno, season's greetings.